Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new Tech Reviews and Gadgets episode. With today, we're taking a look at a 1000 watt portable power station with 100 watt solar panels. And you guys are currently watching CrewElite. Today's episode, we're taking a look at the Enernova S1000, and this is actually a 1000 watt portable power station, and the amount of power that you can store within this power station is just impressive. There's actually a maximum capacity of 324,000 milliamps of power that you can store within this power station, and additionally you have a lot of different options within this power station. You have 13 different ports you can utilize. You have 3 AC ports, you have 4 USB Type A, 2 USB Type C, you also have DC in ports, a car cigarette lighter port, and additionally you also have a wireless charging pad on top of this portable power station. So you can charge a magnitude of different devices ranging from phones, laptops, drones, cameras, anything you could plug within this power station that doesn't exceed 1000 watts, you can actually charge and utilize with this power station. With this portable power station, you can actually turn it into a solar generator. And what I mean by that is you can connect solar panels directly into this power station. In fact, I do have a set of solar panels right here, and this is also from the company Enernova, and this is actually a 100 watt solar panel that you can utilize with this power station. And if you do utilize a solar panel, essentially you could be creating kind of like an infinite power supply. So as long as the sun is up and you also have a sufficient angle to the sun, you'll be generating power as you utilize the power station. As always, product information, specifications, and details will be listed down below in the video description, alongside with the link to make a purchase if you're interested in buying the portable power station or the solar panel that we're taking a look at in today's video. But right now, what we're gonna do is actually move over to the first look and unboxing portion of this video. Okay, so now let's actually unbox this Enernova 1000 watt portable power station. As you guys can see right now, we are currently outside. Most of my videos, I would do the unboxing inside, but with this product being massive and just a lot of the components make more sense to demonstrate and test out outside, I decided to just do everything outside for this video. So we have our power station right here, and then I also have this solar panel that we'll be testing out with the sunlight once we get the unboxing kind of done with this product. It's also a little bit windy, so hopefully you guys don't hear too much of the wind, but we're just gonna get started with this unboxing. So let's start off by unboxing the 1000 watt power station. You can see it comes in a nice box right here. It's a pretty big box, and all over the box there's a lot of specifications and details about this portable power station. And this power station, like I said guys, is very highly capable. You can plug a lot of devices in, you could charge a lot of things through it, and essentially just keep everything juiced up. Especially, let's say if you're somewhere where it's a little more isolated, or you're going somewhere where there's not going to be a lot of power, you can use one of these power stations to juice everything up and just have everything charged up. So let's get cracking inside this box. I'm gonna unbox it, open up the flaps, go back, and you can see we're instantly greeted with this user manual. We're gonna take off this styrofoam, put it down here. We're gonna pick up the power station and unbag that. And then inside the box too, we have a white box in here that contains all of our different accessories for this power station. So this is the main contents of the power station. So you can see we have the power station itself off to the side right here. And inside this white box, we have all different accessories, our power adapter, and a bunch of different cables that we need to utilize with this power station. So let's take a look at the cables we have included. Just gonna pull everything out here. This is our massive AC power brick, and this is really beneficial, especially if you're gonna charge through an AC outlet. And this is obviously by far one of the more quicker ways to charge up this power station. But with this power station, you do have the ability to use a solar panel to charge it, or you could also use this cigarette lighter and plug it into like your car or anything that has this cigarette lighter port that you can connect to. So there's a few different ways you can charge it. And then obviously this is just to connect to this AC power brick, so you can plug an AC cable directly to an outlet with this cable right here. So those are the main cables that come included with just the power station's packaging. But now let's shift our attention over to the power station itself. You can see this is how the power station looks like. You can see it says Enernova on the front of the power station. We have a digital screen right here in the middle, which once we power on this power station, you will see it boot up and show all the different characteristics and settings and features that the screen has. We can see we have our AC ports right here on the side. We have 3 AC ports with this power station. And inside the middle right here, you can see it says USB, and we have different USB ports. We have USB Type A ports, and then we also have USB Type C ports within this power station. On the side right here, you can see we have our DC ports, and we also have our cigarette lighter. So you can plug cigarette lighter, adapters or any devices that uses this port into that port right there. We'll close that up. And then right here, we have our solar panel input right there. And then we also have another DC port right there. And then at the top of the power station, we have a wireless charging station. So if you have a phone that supports wireless charging, you can set your phone on top of this, and it will essentially just charge up your phone. We also have this nice little handle, so you can pick up the power station and transport it easily, which is really nice. And then also, you can see throughout the sides of the power station, you can see we have a nice ventilation. So this will prevent, the power station from overheating. Same thing on the back side right here. You can even see there's some specifications and details. And then on this side too, more ventilation for the power station. And then on the bottom, there's nothing on the bottom, but you can see we have some nice rubber grips to allow it to not, slip off the table, which is really, really neat. But overall, it's a very simple power station. I like the design of it. I think the design is really, really appealing. And they did a really good job of just kind of simplifying the design and making it look aesthetically pleasing. So overall, I like it. Has a very sleek and modern design to it. Doesn't look out of touch with today's, designs and all that. So that's really good. And overall, I just like the overall package, and having this nice handle to take it on the go is also a nice touch. So let's switch our attention over to the solar panel. And like I said earlier in this video, you have to purchase this solar panel separately to use with this power station, but I would recommend it, especially if you are going to use this outdoors. Having a solar panel where you can just harness the sunlight's energy, why not? So you can see this is the packaging for the solar panel. This is a 100-watt solar panel. So let's open up the solar panel and take a look inside here. And let me just pull this out. And you can see the solar panel comes in this nice little case, which is really neat. Right here, we have our user manual for the solar panel. So let me unwrap this. And inside this user manual, there's just a lot more details about the solar panel. The unique thing about this solar panel is it's also a bag. So they designed it in a way so that not only is the solar panel foldable and you can kind of fold it into this nice compact size, but you can also use it as just a nice little carrying bag that you can take around with you. So I do like that design that they went with. And you can see we have some straps here that kind of just keep everything together. We do have this zipper right here. And inside this compartment, we have a bunch of adapters for different DC inputs. So you can see we have a bunch of different adapters that you can attach onto different cables right here. And this is for charging up the power station. So we would use this to charge up your power station with the solar panel. And another unique thing about the solar panel is right here, I don't know if you guys can see this. I want to get close to you guys. You can see we have a bunch of different ports right here. We have USB Type A, another USB Type 3.0 port. We have a USB Type C port, and then we have a DC input. And the cool thing about this solar panel is you can actually just use the solar panel itself to charge up your devices. So if you're out in a sunny area like we are right now, I could technically just have this solar panel kind of propped up and just use the solar panel itself to charge up devices through the solar panel. Let's actually get cracking inside the solar panel. Let me click that, and you can see it just pops open. Set this down on the table. What you see right here are actually kickstands to allow the solar panel to be propped up on the floor or wherever you decide to put the solar panel. And as soon as I open this up, you guys will see we have our solar panels right here. And you can see we have 4 massive panels with this solar panel, and you can see it's very big though. And this is 100 watts, so you can grab 100 watts of power through this solar panel. And if you are going to use this solar panel, definitely get an optimal angle with the sun so you can harness a lot of the energy and really get, you know, the most power through the sun through the solar panel. Let's commence the testing of this power station with our phone. So I have this USB Type A to USB Type C cable. I'm just gonna plug this into the USB Type A port, and we're gonna take the other end and plug my phone into this right here. And you can see my phone's not charging, and it's because we need to turn on the USB port. Let's click that once. You'll see my phone says 76%. And now if you look at the power station, it tells you about how much time I have running, and it tells you how many watts I'm consuming at the moment. So that's a very neat feature that this power station has, because it basically updates you and lets you know, okay, how long you have and how much watts with, you know, the devices you have plugged in. It tells you what those devices are drawing out of the power station. So right now my phone's charging. It says quick charge 76%, and I'm just going to set this off to the side for now. The next thing I want to plug in is this 100 watt, it's about 30,000 milliamp hour portable power bank that I have. So this power bank does draw a lot of power, and this cable is 100 watts. So what I'm going to do is plug this cable into the 100 watt power delivery USB-C port. We're going to plug it in right there. And we're going to take the other end of this cable and we're going to plug it into this power bank. And let's see, I don't know if you guys can really see that, but the lights are on. Those orange lights on right now, and that lets you know it's actually charging up. So if we look at the power station now, you can see it tells me how much power I'm drawing out, and you can see it tells you how many hours you have remaining with the power station, which is really, really neat. So the next thing that I want to try out is going to be this portable fan that I have. It's like a nice mini industrial fan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand up here and unwrap this so that I could plug this into one of the AC ports, and we're going to test out this fan. We're going to plug it into, let's do this one right here, the top port. There we go. And let me power on this fan. So now you can see we have the fan on, we have my phone charging, and we also have this power bank being charged all at the same time. And now when you look at the power station, you can see it says we have about 8 hours remaining. It says we're drawing about 107 watts with all these 3 different devices, and we're still at 95% in terms of the battery. So far, you know, this power station's being able to draw a lot of power out with these 3 different devices we have plugged in at the moment. So the next thing I want to try out is going to be this LED fan. So let me unravel this fan, and we're just going to put this off to the side right here, and we're going to plug in this LED lamp with this port right here. There we go. And you can see the LED lamp is on, and you can see it tells me I have about 6 hours remaining, and I'm drawing about 153 watts with these 3 different devices connected to this power station at this moment. I'm going to take my laptop's cable and I'm going to plug it in, plug that in, take this cable, put it over here, and we're going to plug it into that last remaining AC port. There we go. I just plugged it in, and now the laptop's fully booted up, and you can see it says 100% because it does have 100% battery, but it is getting charged right now because it says it's plugged in. So now let's switch our attention back onto the power station here and see how much power we're drawing with all these devices we have plugged in. So let's take a look. So you can see it says now we have about 5 hours remaining, and we're drawing about 186 watts with all these devices that we still have running. There is one more thing I do want to plug in with this power station, and that is this nice little air compressor. And the unique thing about this air compressor is you need to plug it in via a cigarette lighter port, which this power station has right here. So I'm gonna kind of get all these cables untangled a little bit here because it is a little messy. I have the cigarette lighter port right here, or adapter I should say. We're gonna plug this into the port right here. Let me open up this socket right here. Plug that in, just like that. And now if I click on this DC port, or button right here, it's gonna supply power to this air compressor. So let me click on it. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So now this air compressor is getting power, and you can see we have our LED screen on. I could turn on the light for it. You can see the lights on. So it is getting power through this power station, but obviously since it's an air compressor, the main functionality of this is to blow air. So if I click on this button right here, you can see the air compressor is on. And you can see when I had the air compressor on, the wattage jumped up to like 250 watts. So with the air compressor on, this does draw a lot of power, as you can see. There is no application with this power station. Everything that you can configure and see with this power station is through this LCD panel or digital panel that they included. So if I wanted to, let's say, you know, power off all the AC ports, I could just click on this button and you'll see the light powered off. My laptop's not charging and the fan stopped on its own. And if I wanted to turn it back on, I click on this AC port. It will boot everything back up and you'll see everything just starts up and running. So that is a good way of, you know, just shutting everything off if you needed to do that. But it does turn off everything with that section. So I could turn off the AC port, turn off the USB port. So right now my phone's not charging, my power bank's not charging. And then let's say I also wanted to turn off this air compressor, which is the DC port. Power it off, you can see it powered off and it's not, you know, supplying power to any device right now. Overall, it's a very nice power station. There's a lot of capabilities, but there is one more thing I want to test out, and that is the solar panel. Now, let's do a quick demonstration of the solar panel. When the sun's more intense and it's very sunny, you'll get a lot more power. And days where it's a little more cloudy or the sun's going down, the power that the solar panel will supply to the power station will go down. But I just want to quickly demonstrate to you guys that you are able to harness the sun's energy to charge up the solar panel, or a power station I should say. So let me open this up and we're gonna basically set this up. And I think I want to set it up over here. And the cool thing about this solar panel is they included some nice kickstands on the back so you can prop it up. It is extremely windy, so the wind is actually blowing the solar panel and not keeping it upright, so I kind of need to stay behind it for this test. We're going to plug in this DC cable and plug it into our power station. So let me plug this into the back of this. There we go. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but I plugged in the cable through the back and you can see the red light's on. So that means with the sunlight that we have currently, it is supplying power to this panel, which is impressive because the sun is starting to go down. In order to plug this cable into this power station, you are going to need to utilize an adapter. And the good thing is they supplied a bunch of different adapters you can use. In our case, we need this green one. We're going to take this adapter, take this cable here, plug the adapter into this cable, just like that. And then you plug this end into the DC 24 volt 5 amps port, plug it in, and you can see it is currently charging up this portable power station. I would definitely recommend getting some sort of solar panel when you are using any type of power station so that you can harness the sun's energy, especially on days where it's very nice outside and you can get an optimal angle with the sun. Let's now conclude our test and demonstration of this power station. As you saw with the video, we tested out a wide assortment of different devices, you know, just to kind of get a feel for it, some of the common devices that many people plug in with this power station. But do keep in mind with this power station, you have a wide range of different devices. You can plug in drones, gimbals, you can plug in refrigerators, you know, mini refrigerators you have. You can plug in microwaves, you can plug in essentially anything. The only thing I would recommend is watch the wattage, you know, watch how much power those devices are consuming, because you don't want to plug in something to the power station that just kind of takes some, you know, too much power from the power station. But the unique thing about this power station is it has a maximum 1000 watts of power that it can draw out at a second. So devices that do use a lot of power, you are able to charge through this power station and still get it to juice up. But obviously the time that you'll get with those devices won't be that long because the power station will quickly drain out. And with the solar panel too, it did a fantastic job. You saw it was able to actually charge up the power station. And the unique thing about that solar panel is you can just use the solar panel itself to charge your devices through that DC, those DC adapters they supplied, and also those USB ports that they had within the solar panel itself. So this solar panel and power station is just highly capable and highly effective, and I definitely recommend it to anybody who's needing some sufficient power on the go, or somewhere where it's not easy to get enough power to charge up all your devices. So, what are my final opinions and remarks about this Enernova 1000W Portable Power Station and also the Enernova 100W Portable Solar Panel? Well, as you guys saw with my test and demonstration, these products have performed flawlessly. You have so many different capabilities, so many different options with this product, and the possibilities are honestly endless. This is one of those products, especially if you live in an area where power cuts out, or you live in an area where you get a lot of severe weather, or if you're just going somewhere where you're not going to have power, having one of these portable power stations can be a lifesaver. And additionally, I love how the solar panel is able to be folded up and in this nice and compact form. And I also like how they have those nice little kickstands that you can use to kind of elevate it up and have it pointed directly at the sun. So overall, I'm really impressed with how these products performed with my demonstration. If you did enjoy this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you went down below and hit that subscribe button, and also turn on post notifications on to get updates and alerts when we do upload. Have any questions or concerns about any of these products, make sure you go down below and leave a comment. Enjoy the video, leave a like, and also share this video to anybody who may be interested in some sort of portable power station, or if they're interested in some sort of configuration where you can basically have self-sufficient power, show them this video so that they could potentially check out this product right here. As always, product information, specifications, and details will be listed down below in the video description, alongside with the link to make a purchase if you're interested in buying this portable power station, or if you're interested in buying this portable foldable solar panel that we tested out. I will also include some links to some of the different accessories you can get for both items, and I'll also include some links to some of the different variants of power stations you can get from the Enernova lineup of products. So in our case, we tested out the 1000W, but there is also a 500W and 300W variant that you can take a look at, especially if you're looking for a different set of power configurations. Thank you all for tuning in to this edition of Tech Reviews, Gadgets, and More. I had a blast making this video, and I hope to see you all on the next episode. CrewElite signing off. Thank you all for watching, and have a good rest of your day.